Alright, welcome back. Everything is set up, it looks like. Ready to go for World Tour Flight 265 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying into every country and territory in the world. I'm Martin Wenzel, thanks for joining. We're here at Francisco C. Ada Saipan International Airport in Saipan, Northern Mariana Islands, a territory of the United States. And we're going to be flying over to Seoul Incheon International Airport in Incheon, South Korea, the Republic of Korea. And we're going to be flying on Jeju Air in the Boeing 737-800 from PMDG Simulations Flight 3405. So let's get things going. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do. What do I do? Ay, ay, ay. Always something. Alright, let's get things set up. Battery covered. A different view there. Battery covered. Ground power on. Yeah. Yeah. Emergency lights covered. Kind of just speed along here. You going? Well, let's do our proper check. I'll pull that.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. You're loud and clear. 5/5. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading. Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you?
Hi there. I'm okay today, thanks. Roger.
Great.
TCAS
We're just
test
preparing the cabin
failed.
for the passengers. We'll speak to the terminal staff once the door is opened and find out how long they think it'll be until
Let's say it was
boarding
a
begins.
TCAS test fail.
No worries. You can open the doors whenever you're ready.
Don't tell me that. Come on.
No problem.
TCAS test failed.
Yeah, I wonder if it fails because we're not at that point in the... I'm hoping, because if I have a TCAS... I mean, we had that problem before. Oh, not why. Get some stuff set up here. All right.
Hello?
Hi. Okay, so I've spoken to security, and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
Thanks.
No problem at all.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done. Roger.
All right. This plane's set up. Ready to go. Get our alignment. Hopefully we don't have a TCAS issue the whole flight. Alright, so I wanted to go in here. And yeah, of course everything's at pounds now. Once in a while the plane likes to, because it depends on the plane. To get you have to make sure you reset everything to equipment. always forget where they have the, there it is, 2 class. Weapons actions, fuel. And today we need quite a bit more fuel. Get the right flight plan, first of all. 16,131. And with that payload, we're going to have 153 passengers. So we'll go with 10 in first class today and 143 in economy. Then our cargo, I'd like to go 1,500 forward and then 2170 aft. That's all set. Ground services and laboratory. And we'll go 16,250. A little extra for while we're sitting here. Okay. We're here to the FMC. Initial position, Papa Golf Sierra November 81. Copy that down. Back up top. Nav. Route to Romeo Sierra, not Sierra, Kilo Sierra India. Flight number, get Juliet Alpha 405, runway, flight clearance, see what runway we got.
Saipan ground, GGF 3405, gate 1, request clearance to Incheon, with information Oscar.
Jeju 3405, clear to Incheon, runway 24, fly runway heading, climb and maintain flight level 320, squawk 6553.
Cleared to Incheon, runway 24, fly runway heading, climb and maintain flight level 320, squawk 6553, GGF 3405.
Jeju 3405, read back correct, report when ready.
Will report when ready, GGF 3405.
Okay, so we're, instead of 2-5, we're going 2-4. We're still going to go to Riddle. The Airway Golf is fine. Lucra. Yankee 208. Inbach. Zulu 901. Papa Sierra November. Yankee 78. Tux. Zulu 53. Bassam. 685. Ukdo. That is it. Then we have our arrival later. Zero fuel weight. That matches up with what we have over here. 59.1. Reserves. 0. Cost index 44. And our cruise is 32. Wind 300, 12 knots.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. We're ready to start boarding. Are we okay to begin?
And negative
Yes,
32
you can start
for
boarding if you're
Topical.
ready.
Great. I'll let the rest of the crew know, and we'll get started as soon as the
Transition
passengers start
altitude is
arriving.
18,000 flying
It
out.
could be a few minutes, though. All stations.
Over
clear
here
enough
and
to
start
boarding.
fueling.
Ground to cockpit.
Refueling truck is on
Go ahead.
time. Please don't load aircraft until
Hi there, we're now refueling the aircraft and we'll let you know once it's completed.
Boarding requested.
Roger.
That's kind of weird. I heard the beeping of the the alarm for the boarding, and yeah, I don't know why they're not in the boarding
Board
process.
crew. Passengers boarding starting.
And for some reason, the fuel truck wants to show up. The PSX fuel truck. Whatever.
Fuel truck is in position.
Alright, checking out the calculator. We're
Please
here.
don't load aircraft
What's
until the
calculator?
fuel truck arrives and asked to do it.
Update this. Our new A cars. Take it off runway. Runway 24? Oh, why are they having us? Why are they having us take off runway 2? We're gonna take off runway 25. I'm not sure. 5 runway we should be taking off. Runway 25. There we go.
Saipan ground, GGF 3405, gate 1, request clearance to
Get that
Incheon
clearance
with information
again.
Oscar.
Proper runway.
GGF 3405, clear to Incheon, runway 25, fly runway heading, climb and maintain flight level 320, squawk 6553.
Now we
Clear
can
to
calculate
Incheon,
this
runway
properly.
25, fly runway heading, climb and maintain flight level 320, squawk 6553, GGF 3405.
Available.
GGF 3405, read back correct, report when
What is
ready.
this runway?
Will report when ready, GGF 3405.
Gets me. Alright, runway 2,651 meters. I mean, the short runway, but this is a. This always annoys me when the calculator is like, no, you can't do that. And takeoff weight wrong? Alright. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna have to do a 26K take off 100%. We're gonna take off laps 10. Then our V speeds a bit different there. We get our wind in here. Wind is 30 at 9 knots. Dry runway. It's actually giving us more speed on this again. We're set there. Calculator can go away. Everything is set in the flight computer, except for our arrival. Have plenty of time. Okay, runway heading is... We're actually taking off the opposite, which is the opposite of what we landed just a while ago, because they actually gave us the right takeoff, as opposed to the landing, which was the wrong direction. 246 degrees for our runway heading. And have us climb all the way to our cruise. And our Rotate, or our V2 speed is 150. Right directors, auto throttle. Pre-flight checklist, oxygen tested 100%, navigation transfer and display
Ground to cockpit.
switches.
Go ahead.
Auto and normal. Window
Hi,
heat
Captain.
on, pressurization mode selector auto, landing
Roger.
altitude 250. Flight instruments heading 246, altimeter 2963 inches, parking brake set, engine start levers cut off. 4-star checklist. Oh. Waiting for the passengers. We're actually quite a bit ahead. Kind of got everything going quickly. Just waiting on the loading. It looks like we've got a few. While we're doing that, we can kind of look at our passengers coming on board. You have our first class in, and the rest of the plane now filling up. Checking out the passenger manifest. And like I mentioned on the previous flight, never any children on these flights. And actually, this flight has 0 children. Actually, there will be children on the flights, but they're always unaccompanied minors. None of these adults bring their kids. So that's one weird thing. I hope he adjusts that. This person is not having a good flight. They're tired and grumpy. Not enjoying the flight magazine. Right? Personal comfort. Oh, I wish they'd turn these lights down a bit. Yep. And that is something. Yeah, you can see the lighting right there, and that is something I can control if I wanted to. I can control the. There's that lighting right there. Have it on automatic, so they will just control it. But that is something you can, with the self-loading cargo here, you can get really in the weeds and control. You can open and close the bathrooms. You can turn on and off the Wi-Fi, the music, the lights. You can adjust those. So this one, I'm assuming the lights are going to go pretty dim because we are taking off. Now you see our local time right now is 4:19. We're going to be taking off about 4:30, and coming into Korea, it will be dark. We're going to so. Looking forward to that. We'll see how it looks. Be a pretty nice sunset as we're cruising along. As we're heading northwest, we'll be able to see it pretty nicely. 9 minutes remaining for the loading. Passengers, we have 97 on board, so another 60 or 56 to go. While we're waiting, I can show you up here. This is what I use for my ATC. FS HUD ATC. I inject the planes. All the traffic is injected. The planes are injected into the program, into Microsoft Flight Simulator using FSLTL, which is free. That pulls flight information from FS Radar, or not FS Radar, Flight Radar 24. Injects planes. So if you do see other planes flying around, that's because they've been put in by FSLTL. There's nothing here right now because real life, it's middle of the night out here. So that is one drawback of FSLTL, is that it's live traffic. But it works really nice if you're at the right time zone there. That injects it in, and then FS HUD ATC takes over those planes and controls where they fly, gives them ATC instructions, and lately has been working pretty decently. Now, every once in a while, the ATC will give you some wonky stuff, like having you land with a tailwind, or to take off from a runway that you definitely shouldn't be taking off from, like runway 24 here in Saipan. But it's a nice little addition. It get, you know, especially when you're coming into a busy airport, you have all the calls, and it really kind of immerses. Obviously, it's not VATSIM, it's not real life, and
Ladies and gentlemen,
the AI
welcome
is a
on board
little.
this self-loading cargo service.
All right, we'll go there so we don't have to hear. It's always weird outside the plane, self-loading cargo safety briefer. The little announcement plays outside really loud, but inside it's muffled because I have the door closed. But the FS HUD ATC, I think I got it for $15, something like that. Not too expensive. Great alternative to the Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC. Great thing. Will be superseded, easily be superseded by Beyond ATC, and the news that just came out yesterday from Beyond ATC that they're going to be doing basically what FS HUD does, which is they're going to both inject the plane, so you're not going to need to use FSLTL. FSLTL will still exist, but they do have someone from FSLTL working with them on Beyond ATC, which will be a paid product. You're going to have traffic injected from Beyond ATC. It's all going to be in one thing. So your traffic's going to get injected, pulling live traffic information, I would assume. I'm hoping they allow for third-party things, so you can still use AIG traffic if you wanted to have, instead of having to use live traffic, you use sim time traffic. That'd be cool. But you're going to get traffic injected with Beyond ATC, and then Beyond ATC will control the traffic, just like FS HUD ATC does, where it's going to give instructions, it's going to be moving the planes around through the sky, and you're going to see them taxiing at the airport and flying around, and they're going to be doing what ATC tells them to do. And then, of course, the great calling card of Beyond ATC is that the AI voices are going to sound so much more lifelike, and you're going to be able to interact with it using your voice, and it's going to have really cool conversations. It'll react to you making a mistake with your callback. FS HUD ATC is a little limited sometimes with what you can do. There's some situations where I'd like to, extend a downwind, but I can't even ask for that. There's nothing I can do, and I'm hoping with Beyond ATC you're going to be able to do a lot more of your calls. Basically, Beyond ATC is going to be that for your offline users or people who are flying somewhere in the world where there's just not VATSIM coverage. Because VATSIM is great for getting all those real-life calls and that interaction. Well, what happens when you're flying somewhere like where I'm at right now, Saipan, where we're no coverage? There is, of course, some coverage going on. Well, there was. Flying into Seoul, there isn't anymore. But I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a must-have Beyond ATC once it comes out. But this is what I have right now is FS HUD ATC. I mean, if you really need an ATC alternative right now, this is probably the best one out there. But probably when Beyond ATC comes out, I'm going to be switching to it. All right, we got rain coming in again.
Hello. Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
We're just
We're going to actually have to change our takeoff stuff once again.
Feel free to close the doors.
Of course, it might be a quick shower, and by the time we take off, it'll be all dry and everything, but we'll go in and adjust that. So let's go to the next page. Now have our wet runway.
Some of the time.
We'll go back here, and you can see the speeds came down just a little bit. Trim is 4. Get that. Right there anyway. Go. Little evening shower. More minutes. Cargo. Let's do our before start checklist. Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. Fuel. 16,200. Fuel pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows locked. MCP B2153, heading 246, altitude 32,000, 32,000. Takeoff speeds V1 145, VR 148, and V2 154. DDU pre-flight completed. Rudder and aileron trim 3 and 0. Do our taxi and take off pretty quick. Here we're at gate 1. We're taking off runway 25, so we're gonna push back to a tail to our left, nose to the right. We're gonna go along taxiway here. Might be Golf. Probably take that to Bravo or Charlie, and then we will taxi along runway 6, 24, all the way to Echo, and then take off runway 25. We don't have an instrument departure, so we'll take off runway heading, and then we will vector to Riddle. From Riddle, we'll go to Nats, and we're just on the different various airways. Come in, once we get to about Olsac, we're going to get all the different zones. We'll be flying right under the southern end of Japan, and then into our approach. A very interesting flight path.
Ground to cockpit.
Depending
Go
on the
ahead.
traffic, I would assume how much of that we do. All right, we are completed boarding.
Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now.
Waiting
We'll
for the load
contact you
sheet.
for pushback once you're closed up and the beacon light is switched on. Roger. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and a total number of souls, not including yourselves, here.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
All right, you can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know, and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for
All
pushback.
stations, please close doors.
All right, ready for
Ground to
pushback.
cockpit. Go ahead. Just a reminder, if you're using software to track your virtual airline flights, you might want to start it now if you haven't already.
Bypass pin inserted.
We're ready to disconnect. Thanks very much. Pin straight ahead and we'll see you again soon. Cabin crew,
director's on.
please arm doors.
Selection for our takeoff. Another TCAS test. Hopefully we're not going to fail this time.
Locking gear.
TCAS test pass.
There we go. Test pass. All right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the
It's starting engine.
A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace. Brace. There are two inevitable
Weird little back here.
More lighting will guide you to an exit.
All right, star valve open. Low oil pressure for engine 2. Looking for
In an emergency,
2.5.
cabin package only.
Cutoff switch
Your seatbelt is
to idle.
fastened, adjusted and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on.
Continuous. Starting engine 1.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight and thank you for flying with self-loading power.
Brightness is turned up since we're going to be losing light fast on this flight.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Get a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Generator 1 and 2 on. Generator 1 selected. Yaw damper on. Probe heat on. Off. Axe auto. You off.
Unlocking gear.
We get that little bit of rain.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
GGF 3405, request taxi.
Jeju Air 3405, taxi to holding point runway 25.
Taxi to holding point runway 25, GGF 3405.
After start checklist, generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches continuous, recall checked, auto brake RTO, flight controls checked, ground equipment clear. We have taxi clearance. Wait for him to get out of our way.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Thank you.
I'll get the crew seated and secured as soon as you give us the word.
Will do.
Turn on our taxi lights.
Cabin crew,
Turn on our
proceed for
lights.
takeoff, please.
Just be safe. We're going on a runway. Taxiway.
I'll call you back in a sec. Sorry.
No problem.
There's a situation where for some reason the ATC doesn't want to talk to me because it's like you're not in the right place, even though I'm at runway 5 holding point. So if we can get them to get the but sometimes with the AI it doesn't recognize you're at where it's actually at. There it is.
Jeju Air 3405, contact Saipan
Trigger
Tower
the specific point.
125.7.
125.7, GG Air 3405.
Alright, before takeoff checklist, flaps 10, green light, stabilizer trim 4.2 units, or not 4.2, 4 units. 4 units. And we have our departure. We're ready for departure.
Saipan Tower, GG Air 3405, runway 25, ready for departure.
Jeju Air 3405, line up runway 25.
Line up runway 25, GG Air 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, wind 230 degrees at 9 knots, runway 25, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25, cleared for takeoff, GG Air 3405.
It's stable.
Demoting. Positive rate of climb.
You're up.
Jeju Air 3405, contact Oakland Oceanic Center, 118.4. 118.4, GGS 3405. Oakland Oceanic Center, GGS 3405, at 200, 300, climbing flight level 320.
Jeju Air 3405, radar contact, turn left heading 230, continue climb flight level 320.
Left heading 230, continue climb flight level 320, GGS 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, proceed direct center, then as filed.
Proceed direct center, GGS 3405.
I always like how they do this. They don't give me the, like, if you want me to fly to these places, why don't you give me the standard engine departure? It might be because there's not one. There isn't one, but then they make up one, I guess. Huh? We'll follow. Go. Plug these in, then we can see where they are. Senor. Got guys. Windsor.
Cabin crew, resume duties.
Alright, so it looks like if you look at the, I just put this into the Navigraphs, pop it up. What you can see they're doing is they're having us go to these waypoints along different airways that come out of Guam. So we might, we're going to go to Reed, and then we might end up going to Sims or whatever that is right there. Then to Riddle, because then you're on an airway. I'm guessing that's what's happening there. And Reed, next one. All right, so this it's showing me rich airway neck or rich waypoint after a read. Doesn't make sense actually. Probably the wrong one. Might skip that unless we're not going. That's actually on airway Alpha 597. We need to be going to airway Golf. Okay. Golf 339. So I'm not sure what the plan is there. But we'll kind of keep an eye on it. Now, of course, they're not saying any of this over the TC, so eye on that. You can see it right there how kind of wonky that flight path is, that rich in there. But we'll probably take that out. Go to Riddle. We'll see what FS HUD is thinking. Kind of weird. Yeah, beautiful. I love these kind of evening takeoffs, climb outs, especially when you get clouds.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we will be starting our in-flight drink service in a few moments. If you could please clear all aisles and ensure that any bags are placed in the overhead lockers, it would be most appreciated. Thank you.
Alright, so again we have something failing here. Now I don't know if I double check this. I don't think I... But maybe I did. Maybe I accidentally turned that on. Let's see. Setup, options, performance, installation. Are there failures? There it is. Active, none. Okay. So, like how there's no active failures, but I have an active failure. Very interesting. Some kind of failure. Now let's see what the heck is going on here. Now, unlike X-Plane, where this basically is the death of you, I think we have a cabin pressure failure. It's not showing up as anything. It's really weird. Let's just kind of look at it. I'm gonna try to figure out. So we got here. We got this auto fail. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Okay, I guess we go manual. Okay, yeah, see, and then we got this. Let me look, see how, because I actually do have the Q&H for the 737 sitting here. I need to kind of look and see if I can, what we can do about this. If it's, I had that TCAS issue and there was nothing in it about how to solve that, so kind of weird. Air conditioning, auto fail / unscheduled pressurization. That might be it. Alright, condition automatic pressurization mode has failed. There it is. Our Q&H. There. Alright, so condition, automatic pressurization mode has failed, cabin altitude warning horn sounds, or the cabin altitude is not under control. Okay, so we're on just that first one. Increasing thrust may ensure adequate air supplies to control cabin altitude. That's not really something. Engine, so engine bleed, air switch is on one at a time. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just resolved itself. Okay. Alright, so otherwise we do the engine bleed, air switches one at a time, on one at a time, pack switches auto one at a time. Allow cabin rate to stabilize before placing second switch on. If the auto fail light is illuminated or pressurization is not under pressurization mode selector standby. Where's the mode selector? Is the mode selector? That's an issue too. You gotta kind of. This is why you'll have to learn all this flows and all this stuff, how this stuff works. I don't know where that would be. Standby. Verify. Yeah, I don't know where that one is. Verify auto fail light. Extinguishes. No. Auto fail light remains illuminated, or the standby mode cannot maintain cabin pressurization. But a manual outflow valve switch as required. Operate the outflow valve to maintain proper cabin altitude and cabin rate of change. At traffic pattern altitude, position the outflow valve to full open. Okay. I don't know all this stuff 100% how to do it and how it's supposed to be done, but it looks like we got our automatic back. And I'm not sure if that's I didn't even notice when I went up here that this was already on before I did the APU or the engine bleed. So all right. Thing. What happened there? But very interesting how every once in a while I get I'm getting these failures, but they're not part of the. I don't know if I have. I don't think I have failures active just randomly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know how that would affect the PMDG, but I know PMDG does have failures, and I don't know if I want to do them on these World Tour flights. I don't know. At some point, maybe I'll start doing, turn those failures on, and then we can kind of see how we can use the QNH and stuff. But yeah, run into a few failures there. And well, that one's one that we could. I don't know what that pressurization mode selector is. I would assume that'd be up here. Here's the manual. Alternate standby? I don't think so. Pretty interesting. Yeah, let's turn the seatbelt signs off. We're climbing nicely on our way to Riddle and the airways.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoyed flying with us so far. We've reached our cruising flight level. We're expecting to arrive on time as planned. Progress is going very well. Unless anything changes in the meantime, you'll next hear from me around the time we start our descent, so I'll leave you in the hands of our excellent cabin crew. Thanks very much.
to bother you, Captain. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
No, thank you.
No problem. Do give me a call if you change your mind, though.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just checking to see if everything is okay.
Everything is absolutely fine, yes. Thanks for asking.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Hey Jake, how you doing?
We'll be starting our in-flight drink service in a few moments.
Got the sunset
Please clear all
coming in here.
ensure that any bags
Coming in.
placed in the overhead lockers will be
Sunset
located.
starting.
Thank you.
Do I have a like goal? Oh, as many likes as possible, right? Yeah, I suppose I don't really have a like goal. I mean, I reached my goal of 1,000 subscribers. The goal really is just to get the watch time. That's my ultimate goal, to get to where we can put a membership in and that good stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised it's up that, I mean,
We are about to serve our drink menu. Choose from our menu of hot tea and coffee or a
I'm glad to have all the
variety of
subscribers. I just wish
Please make sure your tray table is in the
we could get more views on the videos,
Thank you.
but you know, more watch time. But again, it's, you know, it's kind of just a hobby, or it's a real like side hobby. I mean, it's not even the main thing. You know, I don't spend nearly enough time on it. I don't have the time to. I mean, it's really, that's why I do the live streams, is just so I can fly the flight, you know, have it recorded somewhere, and kind of look back at it in the future and go, oh cool, that was a cool flight. I mean, I suppose I could just record it for myself, but I like to have it shared out there. And I think what I'm going to start doing is record the streams and then maybe upload a better quality in the, you know, because the stream is always a little bit lower quality, and see if I can get a better quality product out there for future viewing, but maybe edit out parts and stuff. Cool, you're gonna be streaming tomorrow morning. What time? Try to put that on the screen or watch on my phone somewhere out on the side, because I'll be streaming too, depending on the time. There goes the sun. 9 a.m. What time zone are you in? I forget. I think it's still central. Actually, that might be east. It'll be 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock for me. Yeah, so I'll be midway through my stream or finishing up my stream when you go. That's really cool there, how they even have it where it's like the sun goes down below the horizon and then it kind of pops back. I should have slowed down the speed just so we could have seen that on a little longer, right? Well, you can see it there again, because we're catching up on it. I don't know if we're catching up on it or we're just getting that kind of that atmospheric effect. You can kind of see the sun kind of peeking up every once in a while. Go into the nighttime hours. I'm on 4 times speed right now, time acceleration, so that's why everything seems to be moving pretty fast. We're cruising along. I got Volanta down in the corner showing our progress. We're about a little short of halfway. But it's about a almost 5-hour flight, so time acceleration. So I'm not sitting up here and having to monitor all day. If I kept it on real time, though, of course, I could step away and do some other stuff. Or threw laundry in. Maybe I'll slow it down here. Make some breakfast.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink. Maybe a tea or coffee. Or a bottle of water.
Not at the moment, thanks.
No problem. Give me a call if you change your mind.
Cool, where are you flying that? Air Transat flight number 7714. Ah, nice short one. Montreal to Toronto, is that what I'm looking at? Yep, Montreal to Toronto. That's a short one. Oh. A good length. I do want to start doing some longer. I mean, we're doing a longer haul. I mean, longer flight here, but doing a time acceleration. But I might do some overnight ones as we go into fall and winter and the temperature is a little cooler upstairs. I can leave the computer running overnight and maybe do some of those long hauls in a 787 or something. You're in the 310. Cool. Yeah, that's kind of the big thing with streaming is that you have to, that's why I'm starting to do time accelerations, is because I also only have a certain amount of time I can stream, so I try to do the time acceleration. I used to do all these flights full length, and so I had some streams where it was like 5 hours long because it was a longer flight, but with the time acceleration and just using it more often, you can do those longer flights. It helps with the world tour, especially being able to do the 6-7 hour flights every once in a while that are required and not need to take a whole day to do it. Well, depends on what plane you're in. In the PMDG, on the PMDGs, there's this right here, this TC. Oh. How can I interact with it though? Oh, there it is. You can see a TCSR. If I push down, it'll go back to real time. If I push up, like right now I'm at 4 times speed. If I push up, it'll go to 8 times speed. I think it goes all the way up to 16 in the PMDG, and you can go like 8 times speed and be pretty good. If you hit the down, it will just take you back to standard time, 2 times speed, 4 times speed. That's in the PMDG planes, the PMDG 737, 800, 700, 600, and 900 probably. If you're using the fly-by-wire A320, the A32NX, you can do it by using, I believe it's Control R, and then on your numpad, plus or minus. So you'd go Control R, plus or minus, and a great program to get is called SimBandit, which will give you a visual indicator of, and it'll also call it out like what time speed you're doing, because unless you're using the PMDG, you really don't have any visual indicator, except for that things are moving faster, maybe. But I believe it's Control R plus. You can look it up how to activate it, but it's usually I think it's Control plus, maybe Control Alt R plus. So you can kind of play with that. Control Alt R plus or minus on your numpad, and that. Now with the fly-by-wire, you can only go to 2 times speed, because if you go faster, you'll get bad frame rates, I guess. And the fly-by-wire team has just locked it in that you can only go 2 times speed with that plane. Other planes, you can go as high as, I don't know, you can probably go 60, who knows, you can go all kinds of time speed. The problem is at a certain point, you'll just crash your game, because every time you time accelerate, it requires more resources, and your frame rate's going to go down. So if you go like 32 times speed, it's going to cause your frame rate to be so slow that you can't really do anything. You can't download anything because your PC is full. You need to clean out some stuff. I mean, it's not a huge program at all, the SimBandits. So clean some stuff out. I mean, you don't need it to do the time acceleration. It's just a nice tool to have to be able to keep track of how fast or how slow your time acceleration is. So that's what I use if we were in the A32NX right now. I'd be just going by 2 times speed, because that's as fast as we could, and that's helpful. I mean, on a 5-hour flight, now you're down to a 2.5-hour flight, probably 3 hours when it's all said and done. But I am thinking of doing some overnight flights. Maybe tonight I might. Probably during the week, I'll do an overnight flight, set something up, and start doing some transatlantic or trans-Pacific ones, or who knows. Always nice to get into a bigger plane and do a different flight. I have Farming Sim 19. I think I have Farming Sim 19 also. I haven't played in forever as well. I mean, it's fun. Again, just not enough time. I had to. Now I'm just focused on, okay, I'll just play this. I have so many games I'd like to play, but only so much time. Yep, I live in the States. I live in Milwaukee. I'm gonna go 2 times speed, and I'm gonna step away for a little while as we get closer and maybe make some breakfast. So enjoy the cruise. All right, Well, yeah, I'll try to check out your stream tomorrow. And have a good flight.
Jeju Air 3405, continue climb flight level 360.
Continue climb flight level 360, GG Air 3405.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. How are things? All good.
Yes, everything is fine. Thanks for asking.
Great. Call me if you need anything.
Alright, so you can see how the lights are dimmed. Actually, I think I can control the lights right here. They're kind of dimmed so people can kind of sleep. They're not completely dark. I could do that. If I wanted to control it, I think I just right click and control it. Like this, zone 1. There, now it's completely dark. Zone 1. There's kind of, they kind of have in the middle there. You can make it completely dark, put it in the middle, or you can put it, they're loading. Let's see, what do we got going on? A lot of people using the Wi-Fi, not a lot of people watching a movie. I don't even know if we have a movie on. Kind of weird that still got the concept of the in-flight movie, because people really, we even have in-flight movies anymore. It's all on your personal thing. We got 23 people sleeping, but of course we got this slightly negative, this guy. That looks like a lot of people are kind of tired. personal comfort. Toilets are alright. I remember the first flight we did with self-loading cargo after the update, none of the toilets worked for some reason. That was a interesting flight. Now, I did mention before that the names are localized. Now, I don't know. I don't really think these are too localized. I would expect to see a lot more Korean names on here. We have a Lee. I've seen a couple couple Lees, but I think I saw one earlier, but yeah, these don't really seem too localized to me. I guess we'll really see when we fly between Seoul and Tokyo. That is one thing PAC-X really got good, where the passenger names were very local to wherever you were flying. So if you were flying a domestic flight in Germany, the names were very German, or same thing in like China, they were very Chinese. Now, of course, big international flights, you'd have much more of a mix. But this one I would expect a little bit more. We're coming up on Kagoshima. Alright, top of descent, we have 11:21, so we got about a hour, a little bit less than an hour top of descent. Flying over Akatane. Really get an answer there. Kagoshima, Mount Miyamura over there. I like having on satellite mode now.
Good evening once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far. Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress and are expecting to arrive on time as planned. We'll keep you posted if anything changes, but in the meantime enjoy the remainder of the flight and I'll speak to you again once we're about to start our descent. Thank you.
I think off in that direction, this direction, we're going to see Nagasaki. On the right, we were seeing Kumamoto. On our right, a little bit further ahead, we'll see Fukudo. Or, Fukuoka.
Ladies and gentlemen, just... Okay, well, since the passengers are pretty thirsty, I'll bring the drink service forward so they can have a drink before landing.
No problem. Good evening once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. We'll be starting our descent in approximately 30 minutes, so still plenty of time to enjoy the rest of the flight. The arrival weather forecast is looking good, so it should be a nice easy approach into the airport. We're not expecting any delays, so we should be able to land fairly quickly. Once we do begin our descent, please listen to the cabin crew carefully and pay attention to any instructions they provide. Please also monitor the seatbelt sign during our approach. Thanks for flying with us, and I'll speak to you again soon.
Choose from our menu of hot tea and coffee or a variety of soft drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. Just checking to see if everything is okay.
Yes, everything is fine. Thanks for asking.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Hey, Tanisha. Tanisha Yadav, welcome in. Ukya Barati, welcome. Making a turn towards Busan. That's right in front of us, Busan, South Korea. NHLR, welcome in. Ray Jones, hey. How you guys all doing? Welcome in. We're just, I want to say about 20 minutes from descent into Incheon, Seoul Incheon in South Korea. World Tour Flight 265. Behind us we have Japan. Fukuoka, Japan back there. Southern edge of the island. Awesome. Yeah, I know a number of people who've been in Korea with the Air Force. Well, just with the military, U.S. military in general. Alright, I'm going to start plugging some stuff in for our enjoying the morning in my princess themed bedroom. Alright. Yeah, I'm enjoying the morning. It's nice. It's cooled off a lot. It's only 67 degrees today. What, about a 40-degree swing from the past few days? Humidity's gone finally. Alright, so we got bring up the chart. Arrival. Alright, so this is what I have planned right now. I think our flight plan had us coming in the opposite direction, but the winds are saying we're going to be coming in at runway 34. Should do. Check to make sure it's Incheon's on Addis. Oh. Alright, well, hopefully we'll get the Addis soon. But I'm planning on coming in runway 34. That's the way the winds are. Now the winds are light. It's only about 2 knots, so they give us the opposite direction. That's not the end of the world. Prefer to have the headwind, but so I have in the flight computer we have Gupta 2 Echo for the arrival. Now if we come the other direction, we'll have to put in a different arrival to get all the way to the other side. Basically the same concept. You can see Gupta, we're going to be at flight level 28 or 180.
Contact engine center 125.45.
Then we're going to be down to 250 knots at 13,000 at LMAP. Then on in.
GGF 3405.
This is where I really want to look. I want to get our final approach course.
Incheon Center, GGF 3405. Inbound invoke at flight level 360.
At 33 degrees.
Jeju Air 3405, radar contact, proceed direct invoke, then in file, maintain flight level 360. Proceed direct invoke, maintain flight level 360, GGF 3405.
Kimpo. I have no idea what Kimpo is. Did he? Set this stuff up and then we'll do that. Alright, so final approach course 333. The localizer India Romeo Kilo November is 108.1. Down and punch that through. Oh. Okay. Start back up. Pit band is where we're going to capture the glide slope at 1,600 feet. And we have the minimums there depending on what we need. Airport elevation 23 feet. Missed approach, we climb to 500 feet on runway heading, then turn left on 318 degree heading to 7 miles out from Whiskey November Golf VR, which is 112.9. We'll put that in. Continue climb to 3,000 feet. Left turn direct to Papa Yankee 980. Hold as published. Do not turn before passing map, Mike Alpha Papa. Missed approach turn limited to a max speed of 210 knots. Refer to the minimums for each missed approach climb gradient. You can see transition level flight 140. Transition altitude 14,000. And a cross section of our approach. And the minimums are right here. Now I believe we have going to be able to be the Cat 3. Clear. So no minimum right here. So we'll go with the minimum right here of 123. Kimpo Air Base. Oh. Let's see if we can get a bead on where that is. Or if it's near Kimpo. Kimpo or Kimbo? Oh, okay, it's one of the other airports near Seoul now. Third largest airport in Korea. Yeah, we should be able to see it.
Jeju Air 3405, expect on 2 Charlie, arrival, the team ILS, Yankee, approach, runway 15 left, report when ready for descent. Expect on 2 Charlie, arrival, the team ILS, Yankee, approach, runway 15 left, report when ready for descent, GG Air 3405.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Would you like a drink? Tea, coffee, or water?
Not at the moment, thanks.
No problem. If you change your mind, just give me a call.
GG Air 3405, ready for descent. Jeju Air 3405, descend flight level 180. Descend flight level 180, GG Air 3405.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. I was wondering if you'd like anything to eat. Anything from the menu, or maybe a snack.
No thanks.
No problem. Do give me a call if you change your mind, though.
Alright, we've begun our descent into Incheon. We got Seoul right up there, and then I'll be able to Goyang, Haju, Suwon right in front of us. Alright, so we are coming in the opposite direction. Yeah, but they actually gave us a whole different approach too.
As you've probably noticed, we've started our descent. Depending on the destination air traffic, we should be landing in around 20 minutes. In the meantime, I will be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you'll need to stay seated until after landing. On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now as they will be closed during the approach. You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good evening once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Right, so it's a very interesting approach. Very different than we were looking at. So still going to Gukdo. Then we're gonna come all the way over here to Ulman. And then we're gonna go back over. I mean, it's a crazy kind of approach going here. Plenty of time to make our descent. Ulman. Gonna add a flight level 180, Bop Key as well. Then down to above flight level 150 at Delta Hotel 050. At Sanla, we're above 12,000. Minimum is 12,000, max speed 230 knots. And once we get to Delta Charlie 037, above 10,000, 9,000 at Golf Charlie 036, Golf Charlie 026, 6,000. Between 4,500 and 3,000 feet at 020 Golf Charlie at Team for transition between 35 and 3,000, and then we'll have our approach. We'll need to adjust that localizer and our final approach. So our final approach is going to be 153. Final approach and ILS 111 point. And then we're going to have the Incheon VOR, which is 13.8. Okay. Alright, so no pen, we're going to be at 1600, capture the slope. Our go around is climb to 520 feet on runway heading, then turn left on heading 108 degrees. Do 8 miles out from November Charlie November. That's the Incheon VOR. Continue climb to 4000. Turn right direct to Golf Charlie 963. Hold as published. There's the heading 108. Now to Golf Charlie Charlie. Golf Charlie 963. Cross section 3,000 feet at Pudim, no pen 1600 in on the glide slope, and our minimum is going to be 103 cat or 123 for the cat 2, and same as we already had going the other direction. We're getting a little bit of cloud cover. You can see on the radar there's those clouds right on the coastline. Descent checklist, landing altitude 50, recall checked, auto brake 2, landing data VREF 140, flaps 40, minimums 123 feet, approach briefing completed, altimeters 009. Oh, 009. 14,000 feet is our transition level, transition altitude. Transition level is flight level 140. Well, then checklist complete. Got a little bit of cloud cover. Have a little bit of a tailwind because wind is 300 to 3 knots.
Jeju Air 3405, cleared on 2 Charlie, arrival. cleared home to Charlie. Arrival GGF 3405.
Max speed to 250 knots at Pop Key, flight level 180, coming up. Start. Back. Right there, we're seeing Seosan Air Base up there. Gimpo is going to be, we'll see it on our right. Be too hard to see it since it is the third busiest airport in Korea now, behind Jeju Island and of course Incheon itself, Incheon International, the main airport.
Incheon Center, Ethiopian 673, heavy B2 Charlie, departure at flight level 180, final flight level 200. 673, heavy, radar contact, continue climb flight level 330. Continue climb flight level 330, Ethiopian 673, heavy.
I really like this livery because you can see the, I don't know, the panels. I don't know if it's meant to be there or not. Oh, I'm not seeing Gimpo B. Would that be Gimpo right there? Over in that direction. I can't tell you which one it is. Sure. There. No passengers in there though, that we can see. Hey, Northwest Londoner, welcome in. On final approach into Seoul, into Incheon. Let's see, let's catch up on this. You should do the Boeing 767 Sao Tome, Lisbon, Eurolante.
Jeju Air 340.
Have I done that on the world tour? Sao Tome to Lisbon? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Oh. That'd be a nice flight. But as Mika says, do we have the 767? We don't. Would work with the A321neo. Well, we'd have to do the A320neo because I don't have the 321.
Flight level 180.
DC6. Yeah, I don't know. Well, what do we have? What did Zobo put in? Zobo put something in.
Proceed direct Delta Charlie 039. Continue descent 2000. GG Air 3405.
Yeah, I don't have the PMDG one. I know there is a. I think there's some kind of DC6 or something. I don't know what. Yeah, but definitely need time to. Yeah, I need to learn it. Yeah, last plane I learned was the ATR, so I want to get back into doing some ATR flights eventually. I've been doing a lot of CRJ flights with the A Pilot's Life and flying for SkyWest. Seems like there's a lot of planes parked at the airport. I see some planes taking off though. I don't see a lot of movement at the airport. I think it's even later than we're arriving now in real life. Would it be? That's about midnight there. Probably not a ton of activity. Incheon. You can see just our. I mean, we're gonna be coming in on our arrival right there. Out of where we are, but we have to kind of loop around a little bit. Surprised they're not giving us a shortcut. There's not a lot of traffic.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
There you go, there's Gimpo right there. Going right behind us as we another leg on this approach. Yeah, and considering it doesn't seem like there's a lot of traffic. Surprised we didn't. Sometimes the AI does give us a shortcut. And that's why they have these long approaches, and sometimes you'll get that shortcut. We would need to descend pretty quickly though.
Jeju Air 3405, continue descent 9000.
Continue descent 9000, GG Air 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, continue descent 6000.
Continue descent 6000, GG Air 3405.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. Everything is secured, ready for landing.
Thank you.
No worries. If you let me know when you're ready to land, I'll make sure I get seated along with the rest of the crew.
Will do.
Jeju Air 3405, continue descent 3000.
Continue descent 3000, GG Air 3405.
What I forgot to do, turn on our landing lights. Here I am flying all the way down here with no landing lights. Good work. Alright, we need to be a mandatory 3,000 feet at Old Tem. And max at 180 knots. We're already down to a little bit below that.
Jeju Air 3405, fly heading 270.
Fly heading 270, GGN 3405.
Landing checklist down to the flaps. Engine start switch is continuous. Speed brake armed. Landing gear down.
All station seats for landing, please.
Actually, landing gear not down yet.
Jeju Air 3405, turn left heading 245.
Left heading 245, GGN 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, turn left heading 235.
Because this is a nighttime flight.
Left heading 235, GGN 3405.
Flaps 10. Flaps 15.
Jeju Air 3405, turn left heading 185.
Left heading 185, GGN 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, turn left heading 175.
Left heading 175, GGN 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, turn left heading 165.
Left heading 165, GGN 3405.
Jeju Air 3405, turn left heading 165, clear ILS, Yankee, approach at 1,600, runway 15 left, report established on localizer.
Left heading 165, cleared ILS, Yankee, approach at 1,600, runway 15 left, report established on localizer, GGN 3405.
Flaps 25. Flaps 30.
GGN 3405, established on localizer.
Jeju
For the
Air
left runway.
3405,
Kind of
continue
overshot it a
approach.
little bit. Forgot we were on our heading mode.
GGN 3405.
Other runway. Could be more over there. I guess they probably over there. I just can't see the lights. The omnidirectionals. Got two 1.5s and then I think 1.6s over there. 4 runways. Right on landing, we're going to be exiting to the right. Or Charlie 2 or Charlie 1.
Approach, World Express 078, heavy, rebound to hotel, arrival at 13,700, descending 3,000.
Jeju Air 3405, contact Incheon Tower 118.2.
118.2, GGN 3405.
078, have
Incheon Tower, GGN 3405, on final, 15 left.
Not sure why I didn't capture the glide slope. Ignoring the glide slope for some reason.
3405, wind 029
Take that
degrees
manual.
at 2 knots, cleared to land, 15 left. Cleared to land,
Like I hit
15
approach,
left,
but
GGN
it
3405.
got stuck on the LNAV too there. A little high.
200. Approaching minimums. 100. Minimums.
Continue.
$30, $20, $10.
Jeju Air 3405, wind vacated, contact ground 121.902. Wind vacated, contact ground 121.92, GG Air 3405.
Alright, exiting here, Charlie 2. A little too fast on that one. Passengers didn't really like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving the seats to perform safety-related duties.
Incheon ground, GG Air 3405, runway vacated with Charlie 2.
Cabin crew,
Jeju Air
disarm doors.
3405, taxi to gate 31, bio Charlie 2, Charlie, Juliet, Bravo, Alpha 7, Romeo 7, Romeo 1, hold short of runway 33 left, 15
Once
right.
that happens, we will start deboarding, and you'll be able to leave the aircraft.
Taxi to gate 31 via Charlie 2, Charlie, Juliet, Bravo, Alpha 7, Romeo 7, Romeo 1, hold short of runway 33 left, 15 right, GG Air 3405.
Alright, Charlie, Juliet, Bravo. 7. Romeo 7. Right now we just gotta find where our gate is. 831.
Jeju Air 3405, contact Incheon Tower 118.2.
118.2, GG Air 3405. Incheon Tower, GG Air 3405, request cross runway 33 left, 15 right. Jeju Air 3405, cross runway 33 left, 15 right, wind vacated, contact ground 121.902. Cross runway 33 left, 15 right, wind vacated, contact ground 121.92, GG Air 3405. Incheon Tower, Mongol Air 308, heavy, runway 15 right, ready for departure. 308, heavy, hold position. Hold position, Mongol. Incheon ground, GG Air 3405, runway vacated with Juliet.
Jeju Air 3405, continue taxi via Juliet.
Continue taxi via Juliet, GG Air 3405.
Incheon ground, VH at -75, gate 44, request pushback and start up. VH at -75, pushback and start up approved. Pushback and start up approved, VH at -75. Korean Air 259 on heavy, contact Incheon Tower 118.2. 118.2, Korean Air 259 on heavy.
Now, unfortunately, this is probably one of those airports that you almost have to buy, because
Reacher to -75, taxi to holding point.
Pretty sad looking
runway 15
airport
right by Romeo 5,
without it
Delta
being
4,
upgraded.
Bravo, Kilo. Taxi to holding point runway 15 right via Romeo
Oh.
5, Alpha 4,
Where am I
Bravo,
going?
Kilo. Reacher to -75.
Yeah, I look at the map, and then I turn my brain off as soon as I look at the map and go back to what I was thinking. I think we can. Yeah, we'll take Romeo 8 here, and you should be alright. I don't. Got confused. Originally, I was gonna turn right, which is what I did, but then I found that the gate is up here on the left, and for some reason I decided to go, yeah, I'm gonna completely ignore what I just found out and what I already planned.
Qatar 859 heavy contact Incheon Tower.
Alright, so Romeo 2, that'll actually take us right into where we need to go. Actually, Romeo 3 will. We'll go all the way down to Romeo 3.
Incheon ground, Korean Air 259 heavy, runway vacated with liner.
Actually takes us to a better,
Korean Air 259 heavy, contact
at least a
Incheon
slightly
Tower,
better
118.2.
apron area. Terminal, passenger terminal 1. Has some gates and lights.
Heavy. Korean Air 259 heavy, continue taxi by liner. Continue taxi by liner, Korean Air 259 heavy.
Where they got the markings are very confusing here. I want to go like right over, right down there. Yeah, why is there not a straight line marking? That's the problem sometimes too, is that some markings are missing, and so then you're trying to follow everything and... Yeah, where's the taxi line? $33. 2. Could be that one. Not sure why GSX isn't here, but... Follow me's like, at the wrong gate. No, I'm not actually. You have to proper. Parking brake set. Again. Engine cut off. This is gate 19, I guess.
Boarding requested.
No, it isn't. They just don't have the gates marked right. But the jetway comes on. We'll see if it connects to us. Vision light off.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. You're loud and clear. 5 over 5. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes. Roger.
Oh, almost.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready and begin deboarding.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright, let's check out the flight. Quickly jump in this way and check out the passengers deboard. All getting off. Satisfaction levels mostly green. Like someone who's still secured, slightly negative. It was mostly personal comfort for this person. Yeah, they're just tired and probably didn't like the lights on all the time. Let's check out Atlanta. Check out the flight. Okay, there's our flight from Northern Mariana Islands all the way on up to Old Korea. Our landing rate about negative 223. Real flight time took us 2 hours 45 minutes to do the flight. But the actual in-sim flight time, 4 hours and 23 minutes, shaved off a little bit under 2 hours doing the time acceleration, and a block time of 4 hours and 44 minutes. (1,888 miles on the dot). And let's check out World Tour map. Everywhere we've been so far on the tour. And today we revealed the Northern Mariana Islands, and now we're going to reveal South Korea. There it is. Okay, next flight we'll be flying over to Japan, over to Tokyo. I'm looking forward to that flight. That will be on, actually going to be in the 747. So I'm going to have to do a little making sure that everything's working with that. But it'll be the 747 with Korean Air. So we'll get a different plane for that flight. About an hour, it'll look like an hour 52 on that flight time. Might do some time acceleration because Sunday mornings are usually a little bit busy. So try to get that flight in. But I'm looking forward to getting the 747, doing something a little different there. What do we got going on with this? All right, so we got another B- flight, just like the last one. Again, a lot of this is, a little bit too aggressive on the turns, or maybe a little bit, probably mostly usually with the banks. And sometimes the autopilot's a little aggressive, or the taxiing speed was up, or lights, we didn't have lights on or something. Usually a lot of it's communication, but B-. Good flight for the passengers though. Reasonable landing at negative 227 feet per minute. On-time arrival. And go inside. Where the
Do you want
flight
to
attendants
deboard
clean the
pilot?
plane. Nope. All right. Well, thanks for coming along on the flight. I actually did not set up. Quickly do that. Had all this time to do it, and I who's got it? Where are we flying to next? We're flying Romeo Juliet. Well, not the big one right downtown Tokyo, but kind of outside. But should be a good flight. That will be tomorrow morning, 1200 Zulu time, 7 my time, 7 a.m. August 27th. We'll be in the Boeing 747 Korean Air, headed to Tokyo. And I hope to see you then. Thanks for stopping by, and until then, take care and happy flying.